Hi, this is Billy Thomas. I'm standing outside here in Turtletown, Tennessee, and all of a sudden my mind just starts going back to the book of Matthew chapter 14. The book of Matthew chapter 14, it was really an interesting story, and if you really look at everything correctly, you see that story took a line. It starts out with Herod. He's being upset at everything that's going on, and he's coming against Jesus because Jesus has been doing ministry. He'd been working hard at it, and John had been working hard at it. We all know that story in Matthew 14. It begins with the dance of Herodias' daughter, and then her asking for the head of John the Baptist on a platter, and Jesus getting word that his friend, his cousin, had died, and then the word said in his grieving, he went away, and then the people came to him, and he multiplied the bread and the fish. We all read that story, and it's a beautiful story, but something turned right there. For all of a sudden, it said that after he had fed him with the bread and the fish, and he showed this great gift, this great miracle of provision that he did, it said that he went away, and he went up into the mountain to pray. We're up on a mountain right now. That's where I'm at, is up here on this mountain. And I'm up on this mountain, and you can just stop and hear God. You can hear things up here. And I often wonder, why did he go up on the mountain to pray? Because something took place right after that, and that whole storyline as you're going along there. For it said the disciples got into the boat, and they got out on the boat, and the winds and the waves got really hard on them. And all of a sudden, it just started overtaking them, and they were fearful for their life. In my mind, I've always said, but he had just done this great provisional miracle. But then there was a difference, because all of a sudden the disciples are out here and they're asking the question, are we ever going to live to see it through this? And I realized that there's different kinds of miracles we need. I've grown up believing God will provide, and I believe without a doubt in my mind that God will provide every need that we have. But sometimes there comes this place of realizing this statement, and this is what the Lord spoke to me. He said, Satan knows you can get prosperity knowing Jesus, but he also knows for you to calm the storms, you need to be with Jesus. There's a big difference there. You see, knowing about Jesus knows that he's going to supply all of our needs and he can multiply the bread and the fish. But when life begins to overtake you and you feel like everything is going wrong around you, you feel like the end is in sight, you need someone to be able to walk on water. And only those that have been with Jesus walk on water. There comes a place right here when I want to encourage you with something. It's that place that you come to that you don't just say, yeah, I know Jesus can take care of it, but we get on our face and maybe climb up on our mountain, get before God and say, God, I'm going to stay here because I don't just need a miracle of provision. I need you to calm the storms. I need you to make a miracle happen. So today, if you're facing those storms, I want to encourage you with this. If you'll be with Jesus, you can walk on water. If you'll be with Jesus, you can speak to the storms. If you'll be with Jesus, when it all comes down, everything's going to be okay. Until next week, this is Billy Thomas, encouraging life.